here we are. We're at Lower FUCT. It's one of the hardest trails in this part of the Lower Mainland. If you thought we were taking our only slightly modified Jeep up here, take a look. You're nuts. We're going to show you where we went in a little ways off the exit. And that was crazy enough as it is. All right, we're out at Sylvester. Going to do a little wheeling. One of the things we want to do is disconnect our sway bar on the front end. So we've got our quick connect right here. Pull that out and we can just pop that up. The other side's already disconnected. And then we're going to take our straps and we're going to tie up our sway bar links. Just like that. Okay, keep going. All right, so just finished airing down our tires, airing down to about 15 psi, and that gives us a little more traction. Takes the stress off the tires when you're going over sharp obstacles and bumps, and it'll let us do a little more technical wheeling, keeping our traction. Alright, so we also disconnect our front sway bar, and that gives our solid front axles in the Jeeps a lot more flexibility. Going over obstacles keeps better traction on the ground, better contact, again making some of the obstacles a little more easy to go over. Alright, this here is our rear hitch stinger. So Way of Life, well-known YouTuber, uses these all the time. Inspired creation. Protects your spare tire if you're going down over large obstacles so they can't catch your tire, and it creates a rear slide point. Works great.
I'm filming.
Alright, so we're going to have to do a little winch here. We're getting hung up on an obstacle. This guy here is a little too tall with my 32-inch tires. So we're going to set up a winch point so that we can do a nice controlled pull over top. We've got a good old stump right here that that we're going to use as our anchor, our strap. Want to make sure that we get right down as low as we can. And we're going to run out our winch line. Okay, we're going to hook up our winch controller. Got our box mounted under the hood where it's out of the weather and the elements. There we go. And we're going to run that cord just out through underneath so we can drop our hood. Like that. There we are. And run that back to our driver's seat. Alright, we're going to set our winch into free spool. Just a little bit of resistance. And we're going to tie onto our shackle. There we go. Just going to take up our slack. Okay, last thing we're going to do, we're just going to put our recovery bag on the winch cable as a safety, just in case something happens, and that'll pull everything down to the ground. All right, made it up our obstacle. Nice and controlled. Winch, best thing ever. So we're just going to disconnect everything and get our winch cable all put away. Found that on our weight bag here is actually kind of handy just to put a little tie between the cable and my shackle just to keep it from slipping down. Again, it's one of those things you can throw a blanket or something else across, but the big thing is to have something with some weight on your winch line. Not necessarily just because your winch line could break, but also because your anchor point, especially using a wet stump, it's fairly slippery, and your lines could actually slip off your anchor point, which then your winch line would come forward. So all things to increase safety. And when we talk safety, we mean safety seconds. dirtyanddangerous.com. Get one.